Out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Bridgewater now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47. And we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It's taken to the 26. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On first down, here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Second and 14. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle by...
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Pettis now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina! Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally brought down at the 43. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 40.
2nd and 20. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards, the final tally.
A gain of 23 yards. And the Panther 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Panthers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. To the air again with Bridgewater. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Makes the score Dolphins 40, Panthers 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can